Bull riding is chaos on 4 legs.
Well, again, this is going to go down, and this is going to make a lot of highlight reels and videotape.
1 second, you're on top of the world.
Keep riding now, Jeff. Keep wrestling. Keep wrestling.
Just missed.
The next, you're crushed beneath it. These are the 10 most devastating wrecks that prove just how dangerous chasing those 8 seconds can be. Let's start strong, or rather hard, with Shawn Willingham's brutal hit from Big Kahuna. Newark was loud that night, the kind of crowd that feeds off chaos. Shawn Willingham had been around long enough to handle pressure, but Big Kahuna wasn't just another bull, he was a force. The gate swung open, and it turned ugly, fast.
This game is serious, it's time to get it on. So go ahead and
Big Kahuna bucked high, twisted midair, and came crashing down right on top of Willingham. The impact was sickening. You could feel it through the dirt. He didn't just fall, he got flattened.
So go ahead and say I'm wrong. I take it serious, it's time to get it on.
Every pound of that bull came down on him like a hammer. For a moment, you didn't know if he'd move again. Then, somehow, Shawn started to move. He rolled onto his side, dirt stuck to his face, trying to pull air back into his lungs. It wasn't the throw that did the damage, it was the landing, the weight, the crush. Up next is Ben Jones. One stomp from Ha Ha turned pain into pure devastation. Ben Jones was no rookie. He'd been around, had the confidence, the grit, and the crowd behind him. But that night, against a bull named Ha Ha, everything went sideways. Fast. The gate opened, and within seconds, Ha Ha exploded, bucking with deadly accuracy.
Oh boy, he got tipped into his hand. Look out, Ben.
When Jones hit the dirt, Ha Ha came down right on top of him, in the worst possible spot. The impact crushed into his lower back, damaging his sciatic nerve.
Let's watch his replay back.
He said the pain felt like lightning shooting down his entire leg, burning and throbbing non-stop. The arena went quiet as he crawled out, barely able to stand. The ride was over, but the pain was just beginning. Then there's Mike Lee. His wreck on Navasota still stands as one of the sport's most brutal beatings. Mike Lee drew Navasota, and anyone who's been around bulls knew that name spelled trouble. Navasota wasn't just wild, he was mean. The gate cracked open, and it was chaos from the first jump. Lee's hand got trapped in the rope, and suddenly he wasn't riding anymore. He was being dragged, slammed, and stepped on.
Well, again, this is going to go down, and this is going to make a lot of highlight reels and videotape.
Each hit landed harder than the last. The bull wasn't done when Lee hit the ground. He came back, pounding him again like he wanted to bury him there.
Just glad everybody was able to walk away. Frank Newsom takes a shot. Dennis Johnson, the other bullfighter, went down.
Even a bullfighter got caught in the wreck trying to save him. Lee said later he remembered flashes of pain, the sound of his own body hitting dirt, then nothing. Even the doctor said it was the longest sustained beating they'd ever seen. These devastating moments aren't just about pain, they're about grit, courage, and that heart-shattering drive to chase 8 seconds that can change everything. And the next wrecks cut even deeper. Up next is Cladio Crosstimo. One headshot from Hustle Up dropped him cold. Crosstimo thought he had it made that night. He'd just scored 86.75 points, made the whistle, and figured the rest was easy. Wave to the crowd, grab the paycheck, and walk out a winner. But Hustle Up had other plans. Just as Claudio loosened up to celebrate, the bull swung his head back and caught him clean, right in the skull. It was the perfect hit. Brutal, fast, final. His body dropped like a switch got flipped. One moment he was on top of the world. The next, he was out cold in the dirt.
Yeah. See what you're saying, Dad.
The arena went silent. The air turned heavy. The medical team rushed in. That 1 second after the whistle reminded everyone, you're never safe until you're out of the ring. Coming up next is Ross Johnson's longest and most brutal spur hang-up in PBR history. Ross Johnson didn't walk into a big arena that night, just a regular event, nothing fancy. He was calm, focused, ready to ride. Then Rooster's Folly came out spinning like a tornado, and Johnson's spur got trapped.
Got the wheel, he's got the try, he definitely puts out the effort.
Big hop and a jump and a spin around, and he's caught.
Every spin wound it tighter, locking him in like a prisoner. He couldn't break free, couldn't even brace himself. The bull kept slinging him around, slamming him into the dirt, twisting that leg like it was made of wire.
His foot is wrapped, and every time that bull goes around, it's going to wrap his foot even more. He is in a bad, his foot.
Each second dragged on forever. He said it felt like dying. Over and over, coming back just to take another hit. The crowd went silent. Even the bullfighters looked helpless. Then, somehow, he broke free. His foot snapped loose and he hit the dirt hard, gasping for breath. The bull trotted off, calm again, like nothing had happened. But for Ross Johnson, that ride changed everything. Then there's Leandro Machado. His debut on Nailed went from hopeful to horrifying in seconds. Leandro Machado was fired up for his World Finals debut. He drew Nailed, strong, explosive, unpredictable. The gate cracked open, and right away something went wrong. Machado's rope came with him when it shouldn't have, throwing him off balance, pulling him sideways.
Really loose rope here, guys. Hey, nail! Look out!
Before he could recover, Nail did what bulls do best, stomped him down like he was nothing but a speed bump.
This injury, that is one thing you have got to have, stay in one solid place. You watch as his rope slides across that bull's back.
He stood up fast, shaken but standing, brushing off the dirt. The arena went from cheers to shock in seconds. It wasn't just painful to watch, it was a wake-up call, a tight rope. One wrong grip and your whole ride can turn into a wreck. You think years of riding make you untouchable? Jerome Davis learned that bulls don't care. Jerome Davis had done this 1,000 times. He was tough, experienced, fearless. But when that gate flew open, none of it mattered. His hand got twisted in the rope, locked tight, and the bull came out spinning like a storm.
Marino, Cotton Ross are doing a great job. Come on now, look at this little bitty bull. He's got Jerome going down in the well. He whopped him. He might.
Every turn slammed him into the dirt. Ribs, back, head, again and again. It wasn't just violent, it was endless. Seconds felt like minutes as he got dragged and pounded, unable to break free.
Get on your feet, Jerome. Get on your feet, Jerome. Oh, man. Poor Danny's down. Toothacher right there.
The crowd watched helplessly, his body taking hit after hit. When he finally came loose, he was battered from head to toe, barely conscious. It didn't matter that he was a seasoned rider. In that moment, he was just another man tied to 1,800 pounds of fury. Up next is JB Mooney's hangup. It shredded his hand and tested his grit. JB Mooney was a legend in the making, but that night on Midnight Special turned into pure carnage. The gate opened, and the bull came out spinning, twisting, and jerking with deadly rhythm. Mooney's hand got caught. The rope locked him in, and the fight began. He was slammed, yanked, dragged. The bull hammering him again and again while he couldn't break loose.
And let these guys just continue to make ground up on you. But chances are you're going to be...
By the time he was freed, his hand looked shredded. Rope burns carved deep, like sandpaper had eaten through his skin. It wasn't just pain, it was punishment. Technique couldn't save him, and toughness wasn't enough. Then there's LJ Jenkins. His ride on Bikini ended with a horn, a hoof, and a hit no one could forget. Madison Square Garden, bright lights, big stage, all eyes on LJ Jenkins. He looked confident, steady, ready to make a mark, but Bikini had other plans. The gate opened, and the bull came out spinning clean, then snapped directions. Like lightning, Jenkins leaned too far forward, and when the bull twisted, it yanked him straight into the danger zone, right under its horns and shoulders.
Just miss it and get stepped on.
In a split second, Bikini's horn clipped his arm and a hoof followed, straight to the head. It was the kind of hit that echoes through an arena.
That's what jerks him so far forward.
Really mean bull. You can see Frank Newsom was right where he needed to be with that.
The crowd gasped. The bullfighters charged in, but the damage was already done. LJ went down hard, limp, motionless. For a moment, that felt too long. It didn't matter that it was Madison Square Garden. The bull didn't care where he was. Finally, Luis Blanco, the bull, hit hard, turning his finals run into a brutal reminder of this sport's danger. Luis Blanco walked into the 2015 World Finals looking to make noise. First round, first bull, Cowtown Rock. He wanted a statement ride, something the fans would remember, and they did, but not for the reason he hoped. Cowtown Rock came out wild, jerking, twisting, like he had something to prove. Blanco got thrown forward, lost his line, and the bull went full force, slamming him into the dirt and trampling right over him. It was brutal, fast, violent.
Town Rock and what the bull was able to do.
Well, this week is a challenge on your body if you get through it.
His ride ended before it really started, and the medical team was already running in. He got to his knees, grimaced through the pain, and walked off slowly. For Blanco, it wasn't just a fall. It was a hard reminder that no one, not even at the finals, is untouchable. Which crash still gives you chills? Drop it in the comments. And if this rundown had you gripping your seat, hit like and subscribe for more raw moments straight from the dirt.